Yeah, METRIC is a really ancient study dating back to the discovery that we have BRAF mutations in melanoma. This was the time between 2010 and 2011, with the first BRAF inhibitors were tested in this subset of patients. And vemurafenib and dabrafenib as monotherapy and BRAF inhibitors showed some clinical efficacy and the first breakthrough of targeted therapies in melanoma. At that time, it was clear that also MEK inhibition has some effect in vitro on cell lines, turning down the cell proliferation, and based on these initial results, GSK at that time, now Novartis, has made the decision to test trametinib, a MEK inhibitor, as a monotherapy in BRAF mutant melanoma patients. So this trial was done as a phase 3 study with a registrational intent, comparing trametinib against best investigator's choice of chemotherapy. And this study was published initially in 2012 in the New England Journal of Medicine, reporting on improvement in response rate in comparison to investigator's choice chemotherapy, improvement in PFS, and also an overall survival, which was subsequently confirmed with a short follow-up time. This presentation here at ESMO 2017 is reporting on the 5-year landmark of this study, and disappointingly, you don't see any survival difference anymore. This has disappeared because either patients have died or subsequent treatments, and we have now, luckily, a lot of other options: checkpoint blockade, combination of BRAF/MEK, which is also having influence on overall survival, and the small survival difference, which was seen after 1 and 2 years, is gone after 5 years.
That's got to be disappointing for everyone involved.
Yes, I mean, it was already clear in 2012, 2013 that monotherapy with a MEK inhibitor would not be the best choice to treat patients because there are side effects, mainly cutaneous side effects. The clinical efficacy in terms of response rate, PFS, and overall survival of a BRAF inhibitor was much better. Tolerability was much better. And actually, the MEK inhibitors found its way in the clinic in the combination with BRAF inhibition. So nowadays, the combination of BRAF inhibition plus MEK inhibition, this dual MAP kinase blockade, is a standard of care for patients carrying a BRAF V600 mutation.
Like you say, at the inception of the trial, it was only 5-6 years ago, but a completely different landscape in terms of treating the disease. So I guess that leaves us with, we're in a better place now, trametinib or not.
Indeed. I mean, what we have seen is, we have seen over the last 6 years a dramatic change in landscape of treatment options for melanoma patients. So 10 years ago, the 5-year survival rate for melanoma patients in its metastatic stage was around 5%. Now, nowadays, with 8-9 new agents available or combinations available, the 5-year survival rate has increased to close to 50%.
Which, it's a shame to have found that there was no overall survival at this distance for trametinib, but still, its role in the world is taking place.
Yeah, so now, I think we have now, in contrast to 6 years ago, we have effective drugs which have shown to modulate overall survival, to improve overall survival. We have BRAF-MEK combination as a new standard, and we have 2 combinations approved at the moment. And in addition, we have also breakthrough results using checkpoint blockade. Ipilimumab and PD-1 antibodies, nivolumab and pembrolizumab, have been approved, and also the first combination of nivolumab and ipilimumab has improved overall survival. With the newest 3-year overall survival data for checkpoint blockade, we are already in the range between 50% and 60%. So this is good news for patients and families affected by melanoma.